Hi guys, welcome again to Learning TWI the Fun Way with TWI Junior Pro. My name is Kwesi, and after last week's lesson of my 15 must-know TWI phrases for beginners, right? I was actually approached by a friend of mine who asked me if I can give 7 not-so-common TWI phrases, right? So I'm not saying these phrases are uncommon, just that they are not as common as the last 15 that I gave, right? So the first phrase that I thought of is, how much do you want to pay? And that in TWI can be said as sɛn na wopɛ sɛ wotua. Again, slowly. Sɛn na wopɛ sɛ wotua. Again. Sɛn na wopɛ sɛ wotua. And the second phrase is, can I wear this? Now, can I wear this in TWI can be said as Mɛtumi ahyɛ. Again, slower. Mɛtumi ahyɛ. And the third phrase is, what's going on? And that in TWI can be said as Ɛdeɛbɛn na ɛkɔ so. Again, Ɛdeɛbɛn na ɛkɔ so. Slower now. Ɛdeɛbɛn na ɛkɔ so. And the fourth phrase is, please have a seat. And that in TWI can be said as Mepa kyew, tena. Remember, Mepa kyew is please. Tena is sit down. So literally translated would be please sit down. But in English, it could be said as please have a seat. And the fifth phrase is, I have faith in you. Now, I have faith in you can be said in 2 ways, right? And the first way that one can actually say it is, mewɔ gyedie wɔ mu. Again, mewɔ gyedie wɔ mu. Gyedie is belief. Well, one can say faith in this sense, right? But gyedie is belief, right? So, mewɔ gyedie wɔ mu in English should be, I have faith in you. And the second way one can actually say it is, Megye. Again, slower. Megye, which literally translated in English should be, I believe you. But that can also represent, I have faith in you. So again, the 2 ways of saying I have faith in you in TWI is mewɔ gyedie wɔ mu. Again, mewɔ gyedie wɔ mu. And the second one is Megye. Again, Megye. And the 6th phrase that I thought of was hurry up. Now, hurry up in TWI can be said as ka wo ho. Again, ka wo ho. Last time, ka wo ho. And the 7th phrase that I thought of was, who asked you? And that in TWI can be said as Hwan na ɔbisaa. Again, Hwan na ɔbisaa. Again, slowly. Hwan na ɔbisaa. Now, if you want to say it normally, that would be Hwan na ɔbisaa. So those are the 7 not so common phrases that I thought of, right? I hope that the person that actually asked me these is actually satisfied, right? Now let's get to the comment section. I had 2 people who asked me to translate something for them. And the first person that asked me to translate something was Afare. Afare, thanks again for your continued support. And these are the things that Afare wanted to know. The first thing that Afare wanted to know was, I wanted to ask permission before I took the money. What I think Afare wanted to say was, I wanted to ask your permission before I take the money, or I wanted to ask your permission before taking the money. And that in TWI can possibly be said in 2 ways. And the first way one can say that is, na mepɛ sɛ mesrɛ kwan, ansa na mafa sika no. Again, na mepɛ sɛ mesrɛ kwan, ansa na mafa sika no. Now let's slow down and break it down, right? So, na mepɛ sɛ is I wanted to. Mesrɛ wo, ask you for or ask your. Kwan literally in English should be road, because we don't have permission in TWI, right? We'll use road as permission, right? So now if one says na mepɛ sɛ mesrɛ kwan, in English would be, I wanted to ask for your permission. Ansa na, before mafa sika no, I take the money. Again, na mepɛ sɛ mesrɛ kwan, ansa na mafa sika no. And the second way of saying it is na mepɛ sɛ mebisa wo ansa na mafa sika no. Again, slower. Na mepɛ sɛ mebisa wo ansa na mafa sika no. Now let's break it down. Na mepɛ sɛ again is I wanted to. Mebisa wo, ask you or ask you for. Ansa na mafa sika no, before I take the money. So again, na mepɛ sɛ mebisa wo ansa na mafa sika no. So those are the two ways one can say, I wanted to ask your permission before taking the money, right? And the second thing that Alpha Ray wanted to know was, what happened? Now, what happened in Twi can be said as, Deɛn na ɛsiiɛ. Again, Deɛn na ɛsiiɛ. Slower. Deɛn na ɛsiiɛ. Alpha Ray, thanks again for your continuous support. I hope this was actually helpful. And the second person that wanted something translated was Ju. Ju, thanks again for your continuous support. And this is what Ju wanted to know. They are now coming to start. And that in Twi can be said as afei na wɔrebɛhyɛ aseɛ. But we usually don't put the read there, right? So one can actually say afei na wɔbɛhyɛ aseɛ. Again, afei na wɔbɛhyɛ aseɛ. But one can actually go a step further and say afei na wɔnom bɛhyɛ aseɛ. Afei na wɔnom bɛhyɛ aseɛ. Joe, thanks again for your continuous support. I hope this was helpful. That's about it for this week's lesson. And remember, I appreciate each and every one of you. And as usual, guys, I just want to say thank you to all my old subscribers and thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for actually going through the content and loving it enough to actually subscribing to the content. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you, as I said, right? And guys, remember, please get the TWI Junior Pro app. It's on Google Store. With that and these lessons, you learn TWI quicker. And remember, guys, if you enjoy the content of the channel, please click on the like button, please click on the subscribe button, and please click on the bell button for future notifications. And as usual, guys, please do take care of yourselves. And remember, our live session will be on the 5th of December. I'll give out the time a week before then, right? With that, lots of love from Kwesi. See you next week. Bye.